Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the MC Time on Tanvir Side Time Tiger 01, the Bengal Dragon at times, and I'm here to do something special for one of my subscribers who was like we had a bit of a back and forth uh, about a Roman Reigns issue. I was on the stance that Roman Reigns is absolutely the wrong guy to push right now, and like there's Roman Reigns does nothing right now that that warrants such a push. This guy, on the other hand, he says that Roman Reigns, he does his share of carrying matches, and he can tell a good story. So when I asked him, name me two such matches, or name me a big match where where he carried the match, he pointed out two matches: Lesnar versus Reigns at WrestleMania 31, and Lesnar versus Taker at WrestleMania 33. So I did something I never thought I'd do, unless directly requested. I went and actually reviewed, I mean, took down points to review those two matches, those two specific matches, where there's some claim that Reigns did some sort of carrying. Okay, so and I have put a lot of detail into this review. So let's get into the review, and hopefully, you can understand where a lot of people like me, we are justified in our opinion in saying that Roman Reigns does not do anything right, to warrant such a push, because we have the proof is right there in front of you. You cannot deny it. If you want trying to deny it, it's like you're closing your eye. You're willingly ignoring it. If you willingly ignore something, it does not cease to be. Like that is being extremely biased. You can't have any sort of objectivity or any sort of validity by being this biased. So like I said, just no hard feelings. Let's go. I'll go through this match step by step, detail by detail, okay, and then I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay. Okay. So first match. L- okay, Lesnar versus Reigns, and just for all of you, anyone watching, on the bottom left will be a Roman Reigns Superman punch count. On the bottom right will be a Roman Reigns spear count. Just watch in every match how many times he hits the Superman punch and spears. Okay. I'll not count them with you on the video, but you can follow it, like I'll not count it with you audibly, but you can follow it visually. All right. So Reigns versus Lesnar, WrestleMania 31. Okay. Okay. So once just the beginning, once the introduction is happening, both competitors are in the ring. Look at Roman Reigns' face. He's like, oh, look, dude. Have you ever seen a horse sleeping, dude? He's like a human horse that's sleeping. They're sleeping standing up. Lesnar, he's like hopping from side to side, ready to kick some ass. And Roman Reigns is the number one contender. Lesnar is the champion. Lesnar should be the one who's who should be more confident, and Roman Reigns should be the one who's really like Lesnar should be the one who looks more cool, like calm and collected. Reigns should be the one who's like really raring to go. Okay, so how's the match? Lesnar hits a German suplex. Lesnar hits an F5 and shows a smug, confident look. Lesnar hits a sideways gut wrench suplex. Reigns tries to come back with a few punches and clotheslines that don't knock Lesnar down. Guy, guys, look at Roman Reigns and Lesnar while they're standing, face to face. They're not that different in height, but a clothesline not knocking someone down. This is not a powerhouse. This is a cruiserweight move. This is a cruiserweight move. This is the move of one guy being so big that no matter what you do, I'm not gonna go down. I'm like, what the hell? Reigns is supposed to be he showed up to be a powerhouse. What's going on here? But Lesnar hits another German suplex. Okay. Now, Reigns, this is his storytelling. Reigns starts smiling. I'll get to the smiling later. Reigns starts smiling and Lesnar hits another big German suplex. I think this was like a high angle a German suplex. Okay. Lesnar Lesnar said, and here's where Lesnar says his famous suplex city bitch hits knees and two German suplexes whilst Reigns continues smiling. Reigns also tries for some punches. Lesnar drains Lesnar drapes Reigns over the top rope, and after a few strikes, sends Reigns to the outside. Okay, Reigns tries to sell. Go back and look at this part. Reigns tries to sell being dazed, but his facial expression does not show it. Does not show it. Sorry, that's not a good way of showing being dazed. Okay, Reigns hits shoulder blocks and then hits kicks from the outside to the inside, but gets his leg trapped. And Lesnar, hits him with the right hand to send him to the outside again. Okay, then no, no, look. This is the subtle things, go subtle things about storytelling. Go look at this point. Lesnar, stands with his hands on his hips like this, like yeah, and then he sells, being a bit pissed off. He goes to the outside and sends Roman Reigns inside and hits a release vertical suplex that eventually causes Reigns to slide to the outside, to fall outside the ring. Re- Reigns does a very go guys, compare this to the film. Reigns does a very awkward and funny facial expression. Like he's just getting up from sleep. Oh. Like what? He goes onto the ring apron, but Lesnar catches him from the inside of the ring and hits a overhead release belly to belly suplex to Reigns from the outside to the inside. Lesnar hits another F5, but Reigns kicks out at two. Les- Lesnar takes off his gloves and starts striking Reigns. Who Reigns started again? He started laughing. You have this monster beating you up, and you're laughing. And Lesnar hits another German suplex. Guys, listen. This laughing would make sense if Roman Reigns had a dominating comeback, a dominating offensive. It's saying, this thing is not gonna keep me down. I'm still gonna kick your ass. Not like, this thing is not gonna keep me down. I'm eventually gonna get my ass kicked anyways. So in retrospect, that laughing makes no sense. What kind of storytelling it is? Is it? Okay, then Lesnar hits another German suplex, hits another F5, and Roman Reigns kicks out at two. Les- okay, so Lesnar sends Reigns to the outside, and Lesnar goes out as well. Reigns sends Lesnar into the ring post, causing him to get busted open. Reigns gets in the ring, and Lesnar slowly, he doesn't even make the 9 count. Just before the 10 count, he slowly rolls back in the ring. So Okay, Reigns shows a bit of excited look on his face. That guys, go look at it. It looked kind of awkward. He hits two Superman punches. Hold on. Lesnar doesn't go down. A bleeding Lesnar still doesn't go down from Superman punches. Guys, what does this tell you about? Dude, this is completely devaluing Roman Reigns thing. Like, okay, he goes for okay, okay. Lesnar Reigns goes for another Superman punch. Lesnar counters it with a German attempt. Reigns hits some elbows and hits goes for another Superman punch, bouncing off the ropes and finally taking down Lesnar. How many times have you seen the same spot with a clothesline with a like a normal guy and a gigantic dude? Like let's say AJ Styles and Abyss or crazy or like Abyss and like some smaller dude or let's say Big Show and some smaller dude. How many times have you seen this spot? Reigns hits two spears. Reigns hits two spears and then gets a 2 count. He then punches the ground and goes for a third spear. Lesnar catches him immediately, hits an F5. And here's where Seth Rollins comes out. He hits a curb stomp on he sends Reigns to the outside. He hits a curb stomp on Lesnar. He checks on Reigns and checks on and goes for another curb stomp after checking on Reigns. He goes for another curb stomp. Reigns comes in and hits a spear. Hits a spear on Lesnar. Rollins hits a Rollins hits a curb stomp on Reigns for 3 count in the win. Okay. Now look at the count of spears and F5, no, spears and Superman punches. Okay. First of all, apart from the spear, which is his finisher, what power move did Roman Reigns do? A clothesline not a power move. Everyone does a clothesline. A clothesline not a power move. A Superman punch is not a power move. Dude, a lot of people do even more devastating moves. Dude, have you looked at Cody Rhodes' disaster kick? The disaster kick, it looks more powerful than a Superman punch. Because he comes off the ropes and he freaking kicks your head. He freaking, the illusion is to him kicking your head off. Like, after bouncing off the ropes in midair, no running. Like, after the initial bounce is just like a springboard, like, backwards and Zaguri or something like that. Like corkscrew and Zaguri. Like, something like that. But there was not even a Samoan drop. Guys, if there was a Samoan drop, point it out to me. There was not even a Samoan drop. You have this guy who's built as the powerhouse of the Shield. He did not even use a single power move apart from his finisher. What the hell? And so compare this to the moves Lesnar hit. He hit an F5. He hit the regular German suplex, the high angle German suplex, the release vertical suplex, the gut wrench suplex. So, and Lesnar is the one who bled. What was Roman Reigns' role in this? What, a dummy, a wrestler, a generic wrestler? When you have a roster that is so stacked, you have a Finn Balor who got devalued extremely hard. You have a Neville who should not be in 205 Live. You have a Kevin Owens. You have a Bray Wyatt who seems to have lost the belt who seems to have won the belt just so that he can drop it to Randy Orton. Okay, you have AJ Styles, you have Shinsuke Nakamura, you have in this roster you have a Samoa Joe, you have a Bobby Roode. Okay, you have a Apollo Crews. You have a Titus O'Neil. Why is Roman Reigns getting the push? All these names I mentioned, they can do everything better than Roman Reigns. Even someone like Adrian Neville, he can. Adrian Neville, he has a lot of power about him. He can hit power moves better than Roman Reigns. Guys, forget that. Even someone like an EC3, who is not a technical wrestler, by the way. He has some good moves, but he's more of a storytelling wrestler. I've seen him hit better, power up, sit out power bombs from a schoolboy position, better than Roman Reigns. So in this Lesnar versus Reigns match, what was Reigns' role? Where was Reigns' performance? Just clothesline, Superman punches and stuff and thing. Dude, even Brock Lesnar did the swearing, suplex city, bitch. So Lesnar completely carried this match, and the match was memorable mostly because of Seth Rollins, like winning the title. What did Roman Reigns do? What, he hit a signature move and a finisher? That's it. Anyone can do that. Anyone can do that. So a guy this evidently talentless. If there is talent, show me where it is. That show me something he does that someone else that 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 someone else on the roster does not do better than him. That a handful of people on the roster does not do better than him. Show me something. Show me something that he does that's better. That's why evidently when something is evident, there is no room. There's very little room for subjective opinion and all that, because I just provided you the evidence right now by reviewing this match right now. And if you don't believe, if you think I'm lying, go compare it to the film. Just because the commentators say, "Oh, Roman Reigns is feeling this and that," like, no, we need to see it. He's not showing that in his face. We need to see it. So this one, Lesnar carried it. Roman Reigns did nothing. And to use a better analogy, Lesnar outperformed Roman Reigns. People are not going to remember this match because of Roman Reigns, of what Roman Reigns did. Okay. So this match was debunked. Okay. Let's go on to the Reigns versus Taker. We set the counter, both the counters back at 0. Okay. Okay. So Taker punches Reigns a few times, sends him outside the ring. He says my yard. Reigns gives a dumb expression. Dude, he does not look genuine, man. Guys, don't forget, this is the guy who had to take acting lessons. Wow, towards the beginning of his solo run and his big push, he had to take acting lessons. Good lord. Okay, Reigns gets back in the ring. Taker punches him a few more times and sends him out of the ring again. Says still my yard. Reigns circles Taker outside the ring. Okay, and his face was not shown while he was circling it. It was anger from his back. If you have to sell intensity of Roman Reigns being pissed off, why won't he have the camera on his face? So no storytelling there. Just okay. Let me just circle a few times and then I'll get back in. Oh, okay. He gets in and he punches Taker and clotheslines him outside the ring. Okay, Reigns goes out, but Taker hits the headbutt and sends Reigns into the stairs. He sends Reigns into the ring. Reigns counters an Irish whip and hits a Samoan drop on Taker. Reigns hits a kick. A headbutt, and sends Taker to the outside. Reigns tries to attack, but Taker hits a headbutt. Okay, Reigns counters a power slam attempt to send Taker into the ring post. Okay, Reigns hits the drive-by kick, a weak-looking drive-by kick, and sends Taker back in the ring. In the ring, they do the in the ring they do the booyah spot, like like punch boo, punch yeah, punch boo, punch yeah. At one time, Undertaker gets pissed off, like, huh? All right, I'm gonna show you now. Okay, and then Undertaker sends Reigns into the corner. Taker's a Taker's Taker hits Taker hits the corner clothesline. Snake eyes a corner. Wait. Taker hits corner clothesline. Corner clothesline. Uh, wait. Wait. Let me do this again. Taker hits a corner clothesline. Snake eyes, running boot and leg drop. Reigns rolls to the outside. Reigns is a face. Why is he rolling to the outside? Reigns tries for another drive-by kick, but Taker catches him with a punch. Taker hits a few headbutts, but Reigns, I think it hits a Superman punch. The camera was not that good. Okay, Reigns goes for another Superman punch, but Taker hits him with a choke slam onto a table, the announce table that does not collapse. And this was a very small bump. Dude, anyone can take this bump. Taker, no, Taker gets up on a table, does the throat slash, but Reigns spears Taker from the table, sending him through another table. So old as Undertaker went back first through a table. Thus Undertaker taking the bigger bump. And yes, I have taken bumps, from spears. The guy taking the move takes the bigger bump. Okay, Reigns gets in the ring. Okay, Reigns gets in the ring and Strowler. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, he just strolls. Guys, go look at his facial expression. He just strolls. And then whose yard is it now? Yeah. So Taker sits up. Reigns attacks Taker and Taker rolls back. Okay, and okay, hits 9 corner clotheslines and hits 12 corner punches. He still says his yard, but Taker catches him and hits the last ride for a 2 count. Taker gets a chair and hits 3 chair shots onto Reigns. Reigns rolls out only to roll back in and hit a Superman punch on Taker. Hits another Superman punch. He tries for a third one, but Roman Reigns gets caught by Undertaker and hits a choke slam onto the chair. Okay. Taker, then, guys, go look at this very carefully. Taker hits a tombstone onto Roman Reigns onto the chair. He tries for a late kick out, but Roman Reigns kicks out so late. He gets his right shoulder up so late that the referee had to stop his count, and then Roman Reigns' right shoulder comes up. Go look at the film. Botched kick out. Okay, Taker goes for another tombstone. Reigns reverses it. And how many times have you seen this spot? The tombstone position, a guy, floats over and does the tombstone counter himself. How many times have you seen this spot done in around the world? But Roman Reigns is like, I can pick you up. Oh, I can pick you up. Dude, Undertaker is giving you his legs to put around your neck. His neck, he's trying to assist you and you still can't pick him up. So what does Reigns do? The great storyteller that he is. What does Reigns do? Oh, he just spins around and he does a Superman punch. So you have botched kickouts, you have botched moves, and you have a guy who barely shows facial expressions. Then he gets a 2 count. Reigns hits. Okay, wait. I think I missed a spear, but uh, I think I missed a spear. But let's just count this as one spear. Okay, Reigns goes for a spear. He goes for a pin, but Taker gets him in the Hell's Gate. Reigns. Okay, guys, go look at the camera work here. Uh, they zoom in on Roman Reigns' face. Roman Reigns, oh, he's going to sleep. Yeah, guy's twisting your arm off. He's going to sleep. Oh, okay. And then he turns his head around to the side so that you can't see his face anymore. Where is the selling? So that is not selling. Where's the selling? There's no visual selling of the move. Okay. Okay, Reigns hit 5 steel chair shots to Taker, and then after showing pretty much no facial expression, hits a spear for a 2 count, and barely shows any more facial expression. Again, like, okay, okay. Okay, Taker struggles to get up. Taker struggles to get up. Like he's like convulsing. He's like grabbing the ropes. He's breathing hard. Oh, okay. He's really selling that he's really hurt. So who's telling the story here? Who's telling the story? Taker is gaining all the sympathy, and Roman Reigns just goes to the corner. Oh, and then he hits another spear. He hits another spear, and Taker kicks out at 2. And finally, Reigns like, huh, huh? Like, what do I have to do? He's like, with his hands all curled up, like, huh? What do I have to do? So, just a little bit of emotion shown by Reigns. We have seen this emotion better. Like when people like they slam the mat 1, 2, 3, like now, like that. We have seen better expressions. Let's say from Kurt Angle, from EC3, even maybe from Triple H. We have seen better expressions. So Reigns hits another Superman punch. So after Reigns, Taker constantly like struggling to get up. Reigns hits a Superman punch. So after Taker gets down, Taker sits up, and now he's like grabbing his gut and everything. Oh, I'm really hurting. So Taker's telling the most of the story. He's struggling extremely to get up, looking miserable as fuck. Reigns tries to tell the Shawn Michaels and Ric Flair story, which makes no sense. Shawn Michaels was beloved, and Shawn Michaels could wrestle. Shawn Michaels could sell. Reigns cannot sell. He can sell better than Cena. If you hit Cena with a backbreaker, he's gonna grab his head. Do you remember that when Randy Orton hit like a modified backbreaker and Cena's grabbing his head? I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? So Reigns hits 2 more punches. He bounces off the rope for three times and hits another spear for the 3 count on the win. Reigns slowly, okay. Reigns slowly leaves the ring, selling perhaps a little bit of guilt, but this is completely nullified. I'll show you. I'll show you right now why. I'll tell you right now why. He goes on the top of the ramp, and then he raises his hands up, and you have 50,000 fireworks, going off, around him. Is that the visual you want to see of a guy who's selling remorse, who's selling, perhaps guilt about ending a legendary career, or is that a visual more suited for someone who just had a triumphant victory, and he's celebrating everything about his victory and no negative emotions at all? You tell me. So, okay, look at this match. Undertaker took the bigger bumps. Undertaker had more of the varied move set. Undertaker showed the more severe, expressions. 95% of this match was Undertaker's, like, of the storytelling of the match was storytelling of this match was Undertaker selling that he's looking more and more miserable as he's trying to fight not being pinned, not being put down for the 3 count. Look, and this all Roman Reigns the heel. No, none of the announcers put Roman Reigns over as a heel. None of them. They were putting Roman Reigns as a very up and coming strong babyface. And despite Roman Reigns having a few heel tactics, he showed inappropriate facial expressions, and sometimes no facial expressions. Like once he was there in the Hell's Gate, he botched a kick out. He botched a move, a move that we have seen almost a lot of people do it in many wrestling promotions. So what did Reigns do to carry this match? No, I'm asking an honest question. I just reviewed the match to great detail. Including the facial expressions. What did Reigns do to carry this match? Undertaker, old ass Undertaker, threw his back out carrying this match. What did Reigns do? So, for a person who does not do almost anything to carry a match, and that to a match of this magnitude, Undertaker's last match, where Undertaker is doing all the performing, this guy to get a Cena type push, of course he deserves the hate. Of course he deserves, not like physical threat, but him getting booed, the fuck you Roman chants. No, he completely deserves the hate, because there are much more deserving, talented people who are big guys and who carry themselves as big guys, who does big guy moves much better than Roman Reigns. And by the way, even in this match, Roman Reigns did one big guy move apart from his spear. He did the no. Sorry, the Samoan drop doesn't count. The Samoan drop is not a big guy move. The Samoan drop is an average, is a medium-sized guy move. Everyone left and right does the Samoan drop. So no power slam, no power bomb, nothing. This was WrestleMania 33. He didn't even hit the he didn't even hit the tope con hilo. He didn't even hit the plancha. And this was WrestleMania 33. What did Roman Reigns do? Now you tell me, does he deserve the push compared to everyone else after seeing the same thing with Triple H, same thing with Cena? Why should the fans tolerate seeing the same thing with Roman Reigns? Yes, he and Vince deserve the hate. He, Vince, and everyone involved deserve the hate. Not physical hate, but just emotional hate. Alright, I hope that clarifies everything. And if you still want to dispute why your opinion is more valid than mine, then please show me proof of your opinion. That what does Roman Reigns do better than almost everyone else on this roster? What does Roman Reigns do better in the ring? Not merchandise, not charity work, because this is not a publicity stunt. This is simulated combat. What does Roman Reigns do better than anyone else in the ring? So like I said, justify your opinion, validate your opinion. Don't be under this misnomer. Don't be under this misnomer that just because you have two opinions, those two opinions hold equal weight. No. They never hold equal weight unless they have an equal amount of validation and proof and justification behind them. That is how the real world works. Alright, so I hope that clarifies my stance on Roman Reigns and why I just can't tolerate this guy at all. This is my first in detail WWE match review. I can't stand the WWE match format. Alright, your Impact review will be coming up shortly, and so to my thoughts on the Bangladesh versus Ireland match. All right, I'm looking forward to comments and suggestions. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave your comments in the comment section below. And let me know if you want to see any more similar reviews. All right, this is the MC Timer 1 Side, signing out.